Today we're going to try a curve distortion. You can use a ruler, but you don't need to. If you don't have a ruler around and you want to use one, you can make your own straight edge with any other piece of paper, including an envelope. The more times you fold it in half, the stronger that edge can be. You can make yourself a straight edge tool that way, or use a ruler if you have one. I am going to use a ruler just to start out my curve distortion. Now, I don't have a pencil here at my house. I'm gonna have to go pick one up, but I do have different colored pens. And what's nice about these, or if you have colored pencils, you can always start with a lighter pencil. I'm just gonna pick 4 places, kind of like they did, just stagger my dots. Use the ruler to keep some straight lines as those line up. All right, for this next part, you could use a ruler to connect dots or use curvy, flowy lines. I like how this looks, so I'm gonna just freehand this. I am gonna start just by connecting a couple pairs of dots here to make this leaf shape. I'm not going to go the exact same way they went. All right, there's one. I think I'll connect this. I like this flare shape where you kind of pinch it at the ends but bulge it in the center a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm going to start with something like that. All right, there's quite a jump here. You can see from the petals that we have to the next step. Those are the original petals, here are mine. Now it's a matter of picking one to start with. You can see that if I start with this shape and I just start plugging a couple around, I'm gonna hit into the other shapes. You'll notice there's areas that the shapes tuck and underlap underneath each other, here and here mainly, here. So what I'll do is I'll just pick one to kind of start with, and I'm going to start from the center of a dot, and I'm just going to kind of copy the shape a little bit and work outwards. At some point, I'll continue to go off the page, so I'll just keep continuing on this side, and I think I'll tuck it in here. I'll go off the page. Maybe I'll even tuck it into itself. Okay, so I'm done with that shape. I'm going to go ahead and start on this guy. Maybe I'll chop him in half. Now this tucks under, so I'll keep going but tuck under here. And then on this side, I'll just do a couple more of these. I have this empty space, I'll come back to that later. All right, you can see I used my initial shapes up and I have one left. If I go this way, I've got to tuck it under here. So I'll start tucking it. Now I'm just going to have to work with my empty spaces like I did here. I'm just gonna add some lines. Now that I have that done, I'm gonna take my Sharpie and commit to those. I'm gonna do this a bit carefully. So now, with my illusion done, I would want to color this in. If I have a pen or a pencil, I just can color in maybe a couple sections. If you have different colored Sharpies or markers or anything like that, you're welcome to use that as well. I have just a black Sharpie here, this purple, orange, and a silver. So I think I'm going to color a couple of these in with the silver because it'll give it a metallic. Now if I have a pencil, maybe I just make a light section versus a gray section. That would be fine too. But I can use this to kind of carve out some of those areas that I inked too much in, or I could use this later, maybe this white Sharpie, or I could use even white paint or white out marker if I have it, or if that's what you have around. You know, there's other ways to color it in too, besides how, you know, I'm doing that with different colored sectionals. This is kind of interesting idea of using different shapes that fill the section. See what you can do with it and have fun.